Namaste, namaste, everyone. Um, Good to see you on this Monday evening of March the 7th. Heading into, I can't believe, into um, the spring equinox is going to be here. Spring is upon us. And I want to say welcome to our Facebook Live light workers that look to see we come on around this time. The center's located in Sarasota, Florida, in the United States. We have people who watch this around the world whenever it comes to you, but whenever you do see this or you're drawn to this, is at the divinely appointed time. My name is Baba Sharon. And one of the things I wanted to share is that, first of all, if anyone wants to be a part of the anchoring light transmission meditation, it is a transmission, it's an energy that anchors in. So it's not just a meditation, it's actually an experiential type of energetic that comes in. But everyone is welcome to, and if you resonate to it, you would like to experience this, you can. It's open to everyone. It is on Zoom only, and all you have to do is look into the Cosmic Center Spiritual Life Facebook page, and you will see Anchoring Light Transmission Meditation, Baba Sharon. Once you register, then you're registered all the time. You could come on at any time. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about some really important things that are going on the planet right now. I don't think there's too many light workers that are shocked of what's going on. And I just saw a meme, and the meme said, now that you remember, what was that, Austin Powers, Little Me, right? And they have the main guy, the villain guy, that says COVID is not working anymore. And then the lady that used to be like the commander lady, she says, "Bring on World War III." So anyway, but that's not going to happen. Most certainly, current events. This is not the first time, it's just that it's triggering more intently to wanting to bring a global war. But you have your people around the world, your light workers, and people just hold peace in their hearts. And like, who's like, hey, let's sign up for war? Nobody's signing up for war. Nobody wants that. And what's going on now with Russia and Ukraine, many of the Russian soldiers are like, wait a minute, we don't want to do this. This is not, we don't feel good about doing this. And quite frankly, war is not a natural human state. It's not. It is a program state. The natural humanity, okay, is not, now there is the illusion of separation. I grant you that. And that's a big illusion that's out there, that somehow I'm threatened because of you. But the reality, the human nature itself is not saying, gee, let's just go ahead and kill our fellow humans. That's not a natural human higher instinct. It's a program, and it uses the lower energies that we find in our animal bodies, whether that's power or greed or jealousy. It's those lower energies to be able to manipulate, to get people to demonize another group and say, that's why we want to kill them. It's not a human natural trait. So it's all contrived, it's all manipulation, and it's been going on for a very long time. That actually everybody, there are groups that say, well, that's inevitable. We have to have war. No, we don't have to. We don't have to. We can change that paradigm. And there's more and more people that are waking up to this idea and saying, why are we doing this anyway? What if we all cooperated and shared the resources of the entire planet? We have the technology to do it, right? You have oil on one side of the planet. You could get that oil and share it on this side of the planet, food on this side of the planet. You could take it and share it on that side of the planet. But no, that would disrupt power control. That's the deal. They're like, yeah, that would be easy to do, but then the powers that be would not be in charge. So they're like, what do we got to do to keep the little humans busy and fighting among themselves, and thereby we just go ahead, get richer and richer, or, have total control over the planet, and be a full dictatorship? Well, They're the family of light, and those that say, no, that's definitely not the plan that we signed up for. And it's not okay. And so we're going to look to do something about it. And that's why anybody that's listening to this right now, if this comes across your Facebook feed in the future and you're hearing these words, then it's definitely resonating to you because it is unnatural. It is unnatural. It's not the Adam. We come from the Adam Kadmon, from very, very high spiritual levels. Yeah, we're in an animal body. Yep. And it has its passions and so forth. But what's coming stronger is the spiritual side of things now more than ever. It's been a very, very uh like a cloak, okay, of forgetfulness. We don't remember who we are as a species, but we're beginning to wake up to that. We're beginning to say we are cosmic beings. Wait a minute, we're interdimensional beings. There is so much more beyond this physical existence that we find ourselves in. We're not limited to the five very rudimental senses. There's many other senses that we have when we sense it. And in fact, we do have a soul. And in fact, we are internal beings. And in fact, we can multitask to the 12th power and beyond because that is part of our true nature. So I think what we're trying to do is go back. We remember who we truly are as these magnificent spiritual beings of light, okay, that abhor war and intolerance and imbalance and those things that in our bones we know that this is not right. This is, why is this going on? And you never ignore those little questions that come into your head because yes, something is wrong. Now, do we have to survive in this 3D world? Yes, we do, but we could do it in a way that does not cause harm to another life form. Okay, is it easy? Not the way things are right now, but it will get easier for those who stand up and say, no, we want to do this in the natural way as to who we truly are. And more people that come together, like how right now we have a group of people here that are showing up to hold light to the planet. That's what the anchoring light does. The transmission, we hold the light to the planet. There's many other groups that are doing the same thing and growing. And we're not the first rodeo. This has been going on since the beginning, okay? In the caves in Heliopolis and in Israel and places like that, where small groups like this, I believe we've done this before, get together and say we have a higher vision, a better vision, okay, for the world. And if those light workers didn't do it way back then, where would we be now? I don't even want to think about it, where we would be right now. So we must continue the tradition because we are now into this cycle of ascension. We are now in those days of Noah. Make no mistake about it, we are. And if there's any time to walk the path of righteousness, this would definitely be the time. If it's any time to go ahead and expand your consciousness, become attuned into the higher parts of yourself, this would be the time, because this is where the guidance is going to come in. This is where you can really report for duty, okay, as a light worker, as a star seed, and help humanity move along the way. So I want to just say that on Sunday, we've done a couple of things here at the center. We have used one of the easier things that can be done is using the most powerful names of gods. We use it in one of 5 sacred languages, which is Hebrew, Sanskrit, Tibetan, Chinese, and Egyptian. We use Hebrew because it's just easier for the Western mind. And we have been using the names of God to dismantle the lower negative thought forms of war. It's a strong thought form. It's been on the planet for a long time. It splints out to different parts of the on the planet. There's a bunch of them. Civil war still kind of hovering a little bit over the United States, but we kind of zap that out, and people continue to zap that out. Not to say that you could just stop it and that it builds back up, but this is the kind of behind the scenes work that's being done, because you have to understand most things are happening on the invisible realms before it reaches the material realm. So while it's in in the invisible realms. This is where we try to dismantle those thought forms. And so we are very much dismantling the thought form of war. War has been in the Middle East. War has been all over the place. It's part of this planet's history. But little by little, as we resist and say, no, we're not aligning to that, we're bringing in a higher light. More portals of light are coming in. More people are waking up. More people are banding together and saying no. So I want to say to everybody, we want to continue this momentum. Okay, there are people banding all around the world now. You see I see like 10 a day of different groups over the internet, people meeting in person, people coming in prayer groups, all different kind of ways is where people are gathering together in groups, in tribes, and prayer circles, whichever way they want to do it, and now truly saying and praying for divine intervention. And we are in a world of duality, a world of choice, which means we have to ask. We have to ask. So in our prayers, we say we're praying for divine intervention to come and stop what a momentum for a global war, World War III. We've been holding back World War III for so long, and we are still going to do it. The stakes are high, things are amping up. So we got to show up. As the Ascended Masters always say, thank you for showing up. We have to show up. We have to tap into the higher parts of ourselves, bring in that higher frequency of light. That's right. That's what we do. And dismantle those thought forms up there. Start to, to take the hammer and break it apart and replace it with the higher thought forms that come from the ascended realms, not the fallen realms, the ascended realms, which is peace, which is harmony, and which is balance. That's our JOB. That's what we're here to do in our own unique, positive way that we can do it. So with that, I want to encourage everybody that no matter what you're seeing, no matter what you're feeling, let me just say one thing about feeling. On Friday, I just felt really down and depressed, like really a heavy, heavy, heavy heart, and just kind of felt depressed and dejected. And I'm like, what is this? What is going on? And what I realized, this is happening to many of us, that we are feeling the suffering of the planet. We're feeling the suffering of humanity. And it's the suffering going on all the time, but this is amplified now with what's going on with Ukraine and Russia, and we're seeing the pictures, and it's a more focused, so that energy is more, I would say upfront now. And so that energetic is going across the world, amplified by all the other wars and sufferings that are going on. And so as empaths, we can definitely feel that. So if you do find yourself, okay, feeling like down and depressed and your heart feels heavy like it did for me, then know what it is, and pray, or say whichever spiritual discipline you have, or just say to yourself, I realize where this is coming from. I send light, I send love. Do whatever you need to do to protect yourself, that it doesn't impinge on you, so you can continue to do your most important spiritual work. And what is that? That is keeping the higher vision, keeping your thoughts positive, not getting drawn down into that energetic, because then everything falls down. Somehow we have to find a way to keep our energies up. Play music, dance, whatever you do, because the goal is to get everybody down, down, down. And that is the entropy. That's the natural course of things, to bring it down. We need to step up and do the centropy and bring things up in frequency. Just remember that. Just remember that. Okay, because I know it affects many, many people. Many of us are empaths, and we are not to take it on. We are to transmute it and bring the energy up. So with that, I will say namaste to our family of light. And again, if you want to join us for the anchoring light, know that you just need to go on our Facebook page and look for the anchoring light transmission meditation and register. Namaste.